The 2024 NFL Draft is now underway. The Chicago Bears are now on the clock.
Bears GM Ryan Poles told me there will be no surprises with this first overall pick. They decided weeks ago that Caleb Williams is their guy.
This was a decision that the Chicago Bears came to weeks, if not months ago.
Williams even threw with Bears receivers last week. He threw with Keenan Allen and DJ Moore, said the veterans taught him so much in their short amount of time together.
With the first pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Caleb Williams, quarterback, Southern California.
When you see all the things that come with Caleb Williams, this guy has a competitive fire in his eyes.
We talked to all of his teammates at Oklahoma and at USC, and they love him.
That's right.
I don't know if anybody's had more noise and more chaos around him. And he was so steely focused. He did not get sidetracked. It didn't even bother him. Kind of ironic that his career begins getting booed by 150,000 people here in Detroit.
He is a creative playmaker. He has the dramatic ability to be a playmaker inside the pocket and a playmaker outside the pocket. He puts nice air under the deep ball, as you see right here. That deep touch is something that sets him apart. The elite arm talent, the ability to throw across the body. That's usually not going to be something a quarterback coach likes a lot, but he can get away with it. He's got the ability to reset on the move and create a new pocket outside, or just fling it while he's on the move, throwing left and right. And then finally, his ability as a dynamic runner. His ability, Bucky, to not just win inside the pocket, but to get outside of the pocket and make big plays happen is something that really sets him apart.
Really excited. When you watch the tape, it was easy to see the talent. I think you just kind of wanted to get a feel for everybody in the organization. What were we about? What's our direction? What's our North Star? How are we going to get there? And I think through our actions, we've shown that. And, you know, history's the history. I'm kind of done talking about it. We go back so much all the time, and those days are over.
It took a lot of sacrifice, love, care for winning the game of football, my teammates, my coaches, and my family.
So the Bears made the first pick of this night, and now they will make the 9th selection. Here's Roger Goodell.
With the 9th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Rome Odunze, wide receiver, Washington.
What a windfall for the Chicago Bears. Caleb Williams 1, Rome Odunze 9.
This kid is like Marvin Harrison and Marvin Harrison Sr. in terms of work ethic. I thought he was clearly the second best receiver, right there with Marvin Harrison Jr., slightly ahead of the league neighbors, but one of the best 4 or 5 players in this draft, and you get him at pick 8. When you're picking 8, you want to get a guy inside of 5. Rome Odunze was right there at that spot on my big board.
Well, you talk about transforming an offense in one offseason. I don't know if there's a bigger transformation than the one that's taking place in Chicago right now.
He has amazing body control in the air. He's got better speed than you think. When the ball goes up, he can win contested catches underneath. He can take the slant and go and give you some yardage out of the slot, or he can just beat you down the field, which is something that we saw a lot. Throw it up to Rome and let Rome go do something with it.
Odunze at 9, whose new quarterback shared a flight to Detroit with him.
Man, I don't know where to start with that guy. First of all, human being, what a great guy. Work ethic, just blue collar in the way he goes about things. But as a receiver, he can align anywhere. Plays strong, plays big, run after catch is very good, can impact the game at any moment. I was nervous that he wasn't going to be there at 9, but it ended up working out really well. If you told me we would end up with both Caleb and Rome weeks ago, I would have said you were crazy. Not only are they really good players, but really good people as well.
You just caught balls from quarterback Caleb Williams just last week. How excited are you to play with him?
I'm thrilled. You know, I got to watch him play from across the sideline, and I know how special he is, so I'm so excited to get to work from day one and go do something special. I think I can get along well with them, so they've been doing it for a while. I'm just another piece to the puzzle.
All right, congrats, Rome. Happy for you.
Thank you. Go Bears.
With the 75th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Kiran Amegadjie, tackle out of Yale.
6'5.5", 323 pounds. Talk about arm length. That's critical to the development of an offensive tackle in the NFL. Second only to Patrick Paul, who had unique and unbelievable arm length. Longer arms than J.C. Latham. Talk about as a run blocker, what he needs to do is just finish better. He can drive defenders off the ball, played at a low level of competition in the Ivy League, but has no problem reaching the second level. And pass protection, he can mirror, but his hand placement's got to get better. He's got subtle technical flaws. You project him. He's a projection into the NFL with the talent he has, with the size, the length he has, and the feet and the bounce. He has a chance, and he's coaching. The injury obviously pushed him down. There was times where you thought maybe he could be a second-round pick, Lou. He drops into the early portion of round 3.
This is someone that's a little bit of a project, but you've got a lot to work with here when you look at the size and the length that he possesses. His wingspan's 85.5 inches, 36.5-inch arms, so he is a massive human being. This is going to require patience. It's going to require time. This, to me, is more about a project in the future.
Really happy about Kiran, another local guy as well. You love the tools that he has. His pass pro is really good. Love his length, hand usage, and a big man that we believe is going to continue to get bigger and more explosive. We'll see where he ascends to. If that means competing to start this year, next year, that's great. He was the highest guy on the board, so worked out really well.
With the 122nd pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, our Chicago Bears select Tory Taylor, punter, Iowa.
First specialist taken in this draft. Tory Taylor was an MVP guy for Iowa because they are going to play defense. They want a flip field position, and he can change the game. I mean, this kid can boom the football. We're talking about hang time as well. I mean, he just drives it almost the length of the field. This is pretty amazing. He is just unbelievable leg strength. This is the kind of guy, critical entity. When you talk about the NFL and close games, field position, such a key component to winning these games. It all come down to the late stages of the fourth quarter field. He will be a pivotal player. People say it's too high in the fourth round. Kid like this, #1 punter on my board, makes sense.
Really excited about Tory, one of the best punters I've ever seen, just in terms of his placement, as well as his leg strength to be able to flip the field.
Tory's a weapon for the whole football team. Those things count. You can flip the field on those. The punt and pins are huge, and you know, this guy's a big talent. So we're excited to have him.
With the 144th pick in the 2024 NFL Draft, the Chicago Bears select Austin Booker, defensive end, Kansas.
So Austin Booker, I've got a second-round grade on him, and at one point, I thought he had first-round potential. He's got less than 600 total snaps of football in college. Just 1 year as a football player. He transferred from Minnesota, where he barely played at all. But as a rusher, he's got real potential, knows how to use his length, and I think the upside on him is substantial. I think Ryan Poles has pulled off 2 of the steals of the draft with a tackle from Yale and now with Austin Booker.
Great job by Ryan trading back, into it and getting him. He's got a lot of upside. He's long, he's fast, he's got a lot of bursts to close. You can definitely see that. And he plays an aggressive style, and we're excited to have him too.
But now it's time to start a new chapter for this organization.